Air code 773, you on the show.
Hello?
Yeah, you on the show.
Okay. My name is Michael Hampton. I'm also known as Marvin Coleman on YouTube. I have a channel. I live here in Chicago. And I have two questions I want to ask you. Brother Phil, I've been watching you since you started out with your show, man. And you're really on the money with a lot of topics, man. But my two questions are, did you know that the so-called American Negro are indigenous to the Americas? Is one. The second one is, do you believe that all you melanated people, not pale people that look like us with kinky hair, dark brown skin and all, are from Africa only? And why would you believe that?
My brother, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you for calling me all the way from Chicago on the show tonight. Thank you very much. The thing that you're talking about right now, I can care less about. All I care about is black people fixing themselves. That's all I care about.
That's right, black people. That's right. That's what we're called, black people. And to know who we are, as the last caller said, you should learn self first. And there were people already here, misclassified since the 1790 census.
Okay,
from Indian
my
to
brother.
black
Okay, my brother.
color.
Okay, and how is that knowledge going to fix the black community?
Easy, because when you think you're from another continent, you have no reason to fight or stand up as a collective here. When you're thinking, and a lot of young people think that because it's institutionalized in the school system, hold up your history books, this is how you got here. On boats through the Atlantic Ocean, which is a hurricane ocean, wooden boats at that, and this is where your history starts. Now, you all done great things in becoming bus drivers and your politicians and all, that's still psychologically messed up, because a vast many of us think we're from someplace else. Well, they are Africans. I'm not lying on those people from Africa. Know that the American Negro, so-called, has always been here. And when you're looking over somewhere else, why would you take care of home? I'm glad the brother mentioned Black Wall Street. Those were American Negroes. And if there were a few Africans that helped build it, that African genome is gone within us since they've been here the past, 200 some years of slavery? As you can breed out.
Man, I'm 83% African.
Oh, I can believe that. I can believe that.
So how did the genome, and that's with raping and slavery.
Yeah, but each state didn't have a sex farm and breeding breeding out.
We're not talking about the sex farm. Black women was raped daily.
Yeah, several were, and several wasn't. You know? Oh, I know the whole slave thing, man. I'm 52. I know. I researched, studied through the years in social media, and before that. And my grandmother who raised me on my father's side was 100% Anawa, which is so-called Cherokee today. This was
what percent? Where by DNA?
So
hold on, brother.
And my mom.
Brother, by DNA. Have you ran a DNA test on yourself?
No.
So how you claim that? How you claim something you don't have a scientific evidence about?
Proven it's false.
Do what?
Because there's only 0.1% accurate that you came from Africa.
0.1%.
Yeah.
Man, DNA is 99.9.
No. That's if you're searching out a generation of who's your father. Ancestry DNA is different from that.
Yes, you can run a maternal DNA. I've seen that test, like $300. You can run a paternal DNA. I get that, but I'm just talking about this overall. For instance, like my wife ran her DNA, right? She is 61%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You feel he's 50% Native American?
No, I'm not Native American. Native Americans are not indigenous to the Americas. They're not indigenous. They are foreigners that the government put on reservations.
And where do you get that knowledge
the American
from?
Negro, Where I get that knowledge from?
Yes,
I research. I'm telling you about Smithsonian. There's a lot of artifacts of the American Negro always being here. That's not
okay.
going to be taught.
My brother, I'm curious about you. I'm curious. I'm glad you called. Where y'all come from? Let me tell you something. This is what I got to deal with in my comment section. Please hear me. Every other day, somebody's telling me I'm an Israelite. Now I got people coming to the comment section saying that you Aboriginal or I'm an Aboriginal. Hold on, brother. I'm just talking. Hold on. So people can get a wisdom of what we're talking about here. He's saying that he believes, or this is his belief. He read it on social media. I don't know what sources he read. You know, I wish he would tell me that yes, I know black people came here before the transatlantic slave trade. I know that. I say that in my videos. I've talked to Native Americans that know deep Native American history that told me that certain drums they got from African people. Yes, we know about the pyramids in Mexico. Obviously, black people were here before the transatlantic slave trade. I get that. Nobody said that blacks didn't come here before that time. You know, but like I said, for me, I know my ancestors came through the transatlantic slave trade. That I do know. Some of my wife's ancestors came through the transatlantic slave trade, and some of them were already here when we looked at her DNA. So with that being said, for me, you believe that, and I will knock you. There's no argument here. But my thing is, we need to fix our education. We need to unify, put aside all them differences. At the end of the day, we black people. And whether you think you're not black or you're native or whatever you think you are, in the system of white supremacy, you're black, period. That's all you are. And until we knock down white supremacy, then we can divvy up all these different things that we want to be. Because I know how black folks are just tribalistic everywhere they go. I get it. Everybody want to be in a separate little category. Black has no
standing in law, brother.
Do what?
Black has no standing in law. I know in the eyes of white supremacy.
Well, that's the only thing that matters right now is white supremacy. Because white supremacy controls the 9 areas in America. Blacks don't control it. Asians don't control it. No one else controls it. Until you take whites out of that position of controlling the 9 areas of this country where they dominate everything, okay, then it doesn't matter. That's realistic.
Noah Webster Dictionary 1828 is the first English published dictionary in America. Says that American, the Aboriginal or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, but America now applies to the children of the European.
Didn't I earlier I agree with you and I said that black people were here prior to the transatlantic slave trade?
You said that, but you said you believe Africans came over here.
They did.
In Mexico, the pyramids and the old, right. The old man.
I'm using the pyramids in Mexico to say that's one of the evidence that we have. They was on this side of the hemisphere. I'm just using it as an example. They were here in this land also.
You know that they are dated as 12 to 400 years BC. No Africans were sailing across no ocean 1200, 400 BC. I've done the research and nothing has come up. As far as 1310 AD, yes, Mali came over, but the Olmec stonehead was already there prior hundreds of years. So, yes, artifacts are found that Africans were down in Mexico and Brazil, but they came out a certain period. They were just doing canoes 1200 to 400.
Well, sir. Listen, sir. I get people was already here. I get. Look, hold on. I get it because the Earth was one land mass at one point in time. Remember, before it broke apart, and we were all over the place. So yes, I get it. Get it. But at the end of the day, how is that helping me defeat white supremacy? See, that's why we don't get nowhere as black folks. We can't even talk. Everybody, you talking over. I'm trying to say, how do we end white supremacy? Okay, you got that knowledge. Great for you, my brother in Chicago. How do we end white supremacy?
How do we end white supremacy?
Oh, he ain't got nothing to say about that.
We wouldn't be talking about it. No, because you can't at this point in time. We keep putting out information of who we are here. That would have been it. That's one of the reasons why most people don't believe that people was already here prior to Africans come. This is hidden knowledge. It's hard to come together when you think you're a Hebrew Israelite, you're a Christian, you're Moor. All of this is African ideologies that come from the Eastern Hemisphere. There's no doggone Hebrew Israelite from the book of the Bible, man. It's just all that stuff was brought here in the 20s. Over Jubilee, all that was brought here. It says we had been reclassified. Hell, they'll come over here today with a new religion, a new ideology. And most of us that are lost, thinking we're someone else, will pick it up and start singing it over the internet. You know, we didn't do that here. Our ancestors didn't do all that religious stuff. We were spiritual people. I don't need a set of 10 commandments to let me know not to touch a hot stove or to burn me. It's just, I think it's just common knowledge, you know. So, brother, I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said,
I know you did. I know you wanted to put it out there, and you put it out there. The only thing I'm saying is this. When I asked you a question about ending white supremacy, you got quiet and said, we can end it right now. But you on the diatribe, my brother, about where we come from, where we supposedly come from. I don't even care at this point. It doesn't do me no good. How we end white supremacy? How do I make this world a better place for my children, your children, our children's children? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's in the past, man. That's gone. That's dead.
That's how you learn, Phil. That's how you learn.
Well, you know what? Look, hey, bro, look. Check this out, my brother. I'm gonna have to go, but I appreciate you calling. Thank you for the history lesson. See, this is why we don't get nowhere as black people. This is why we don't get nowhere. We all caught up on. We came from here. We came from there. We this, we that. Man, I don't care about that. How we in this white supremacy? That's why I let him talk. I wasn't going to interrupt him. I said, let him talk. But I was just like, Jesus. On Christmas, like you say, people on Christmas like this just going in, ain't they? But you know what? That's all good because it shows issues that we have in the black community and that we're so tribalistic that we got to be tribalistic that we can't focus on, say, put that mess to the side. We black. Let's deal with our issues and problems. Let's end white supremacy. No, when I asked him that question, well, we can't end that right now. Well, what's the point? What's the point? All that stuff you talk about in the past, man, that's dead and gone already. You here. What is going to happen to you here today and your children? Yeah, I'm not focused on things look, the past is gone. You learn from it and try not to repeat the bad things in it. I'm worried about today and the future. That's it. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not worried about no past. I'm gonna take